Alright, everyone's favorite place. Alright, so before we even start, y'all, you already know what to do. Leave a big fat thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notification bell. I think this is gonna be like my first normal intro. I don't really have an idea how to dramatize you guys this time, but we are at the indoor skate park and they have a little special event. They have the best streak for scooting or something like that. Now, this is actually the first year that they ever do so. So I'm expecting a lot of scooter riders, you know, maybe the ones from Fredericton is finally going to come out of their little like shelter or hidden place that they actually hide that I never managed to find them. But let's go inside. Let's hope there's no music so I can actually talk to the camera. And to no surprise, there was music at the indoor skate park, which means I couldn't necessarily talk at the indoor skate park, so most of it is just going to be like clips and excerpts and there's going to be like music over it. But to begin, we actually did a beautiful mini smexy edit over there of me trying some insane tricks, and afterwards there's going to be a couple of attempts of Elisa trying to do what we want. Either way, enjoy it.
I was checking out pictures of us and never realized what I have lost. Now I know it and it is so insane how I treated this like a game. You were my help when no one else were there to share affection. So let's try. I'll go anywhere, just send me your location to bring back when we were more than happy, jokes and laughing, trust and laughing, yeah. And we were storm and fire, both one body, more than happy, yeah.
Alright everyone, so that was all for the actual scooter clips. Either way, let's move on to something else. After that we actually got those clips, my girlfriend tried to land with Rewind. Here are a couple of clips of her attempting them. For real though, let's reach 30 likes and she will land it, everyone. And that was all for all of that. Now afterwards, me and Jordan did a game of Scoot. Now just to help a little bit, there's going to be voiceovers explaining the scooter tricks. And not just that, whenever it's a zoom and then unzoom, that means it's the person trying the tricks afterwards. And if it's a swish, so like a slide on the side, that's because it's the next person. The next person does his own set. Just to clarify a little bit and to make it a little bit simpler so it's easier to understand. Anyway, enjoy. Alright everyone, so we started off with rock, paper, scissors, and I won, so I decided to do finger whip gap, but sadly, Jordan failed the finger whip gap, so he proceeds to set a 720, but Jordan failed it, and afterwards I decided to set truck driver over the spine and landed it, but as a response, Jordan decided to not do it and proceed with a 540 on the quarter pipe. Luckily, he didn't land it, so I decided to proceed with a broad flip drop in, but I sadly slipped out on the side, so Jordan responds with a 360 nose tap over the box, but fails it, and I proceed with the same set, broad flip drop in, and finally and then landed it. But Jordan, too chicken to do it, just takes the letter, and he proceeds with the same set again, which was 360 tap over the box, and this time he actually lands it. Now, instead of me being a chicken, I actually tried it, but sadly end up with a letter. As a response to that, I decided to do feeble grind, triple it out, and I luckily landed it. So it was Jordan's turn, and sadly, it went complete disaster and he got the letter. So he decides to set upper double whip back to normal position. So I attempted, but sadly, I couldn't spin it enough, so I decided to take my rebate, and this time I actually overspun it. Either way, I respond back with a kickless, sadly failed it. So he tries nose menu over the box, but that went complete disaster, so I decided to respond the same way, kickless, and I also failed. So Jordan responds with hopping onto this, board slide, heel out, but luckily he failed it. I try to kickless again, determined to get it, but sadly fails it. Jordan tries the same set again, but fails it like I do. And I try kickless again. I sadly slip out on my side. Jordan tries again for another shot, but sadly didn't land it, compared to me that actually lands my kickless. So it was Jordan's attempt, and he decided to not even try again. So that was the end of the game. Luckily, I won. Alright everyone, so that was all for everything at the indoor skate park. I didn't necessarily film the competition, but this is what I won for getting first place. Now, do keep in mind the whole competition isn't sponsored by a scooter shop, it's sponsored by like a little skate shop. They're called Eastside, and this is actually the t-shirt that I decided to choose since it says Eastside Crew, and you know the classical New Brunswick boat in the middle, and then, is it? Okay, yeah. And then at the bottom it says thick as a tea. Well, you guys had the time to read it. Anyway, that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it very much, like Elisa did. Right? You enjoyed it?
I enjoyed it. But you stole first place from all of us.
I know. It was so toxic. Like, legit next week, I'm gonna do the same thing and participate again and just steal first place. Anyway, that's all for today's vlog. I hope y'all enjoyed it very much. Stay tuned for the next one.